All right, where do I begin? My name is Christian Guerra. I'm the head coach for Mirage Esports. I've been working as a professional analyst for 1.5 years before making the transition to coach for the past 6 months. I've actually known Not Loading and Flynn for a couple years now. We were on the same Tier 3 team together. So I guess whenever the opportunity presented itself, we just kind of reconnected, and that's how it started. But then it's like, yeah, because of like the way we're performing, whenever we do get in those 2v1s, it doesn't feel like we get good. So I'm one for more of the tactical aspect of the game, I suppose. I would say I focus more on zone control as opposed to more of the fragger elements. So usually, what is it called? Divide and conquer is the way that I kind of think about the game. I'd say generally I operate better in an in-person environment. It might just be because of my experience at DZ and being in the team house for so long. Working online was a little bit more difficult compared to in-house, whereas here you could kind of monitor what the players are doing, generally how they're spending their free time. But I guess my main focus here, as opposed to at DZ, is to have a little bit more balance when it comes to work and work-life, so literally work-life balance. And what I mean by that is, what I feel some players tend to do is maybe overgrind, I'd say. Whereas here, I think that something that I want to focus on a little bit more is rest and more teammanship, as opposed to just constantly worrying about the game. I think we've done a good job of that so far. We've already had like team dinners and such. As far as like the mentality that I think the players should have in the house, I think the first aspect, I guess, is to be competitive, obviously. At the end of the day, I want to be winning, and I'm sure the players do as well. That's kind of the way why we brought in the players that we did. And then beyond that, I guess, is simply have fun. I think one thing that we could do here, as opposed to like some of the other teams, I suppose, is just have a little bit more fun in the way that we operate. But I guess in order to do that, the most important thing is to be as efficient as possible when it comes to running practice. So that usually leads on me. So currently I'm usually the earliest one up, so that usually means that I'm preparing either the practice schedule, some of the strategies, the strat book, and that's generally the fastest way, I guess, that we can run practice and try to end as early as possible. And then whenever 12 begins, we'll have a quick morning debrief, and then we'll transition to what I call block 1, which usually leads, it usually means either dry running, VOD reviewing, it could be maybe strat theory crafting. Sometimes we could use it as a first scrim for the day if we're doing a double header. Then generally that will transition into a break at some point after like a 3-hour block, I think is the actual time. So we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back and proceed with scrimming.
Empire. Yeah, we're in back as well. We have 45 guys. I'm flashing and spraying, I'm blocking. Alright, left side front third. Jaeger.
Yeah, I'm deeping smoke. Jaeger, down.
1v1. One in bathroom hit. He's going towards Mirror.
He's still on, he's on deeping. Swing on that deeping. He's on the hatch now.
He's by Mirror. He's on the Mirror. Yeah, I can just drop. Black out.
Nice job, guys. Good shit.
Down, bro. Sure.
That's the thing. It's like I really won't blame people for like losing 1v1s. Obviously, it's just kind of like whatever. But getting people into those situations is the part that I have a problem with, I guess, because they should never be in those, right? So like, you know, at the end of the day, people are gonna remember like not clutching up or whatever. But the situation that we get to that point is the part that we need to fix, honestly.
Yeah.
We're like, I think we're in 3v5s and we get to 1v1s, which is great. But like, we probably shouldn't be at 3v5s to begin with. If we were in 5v5s, that just wouldn't happen. We'd probably be like in a 2v1 at least, if we're trading bodies correctly like we do on attack.
Yeah.
So we knew that heading into the tournament, the DZ, NSG, CCS crossover, we knew that we were going to need as many reps as possible, and we'd also get more reps into the tournament. So we figured just simply doing a double scrim would help, and it'll also work on our stamina.
Monkey.
The NAL procedure. And then once again, if I need to call a timeout, I'll just tell you guys call a timeout, you guys type it. Got it, Zach?
Yes, sir.
That's listen, we don't do yes sirs around here.
Yes,
For the
sir.
cam, for the cam. That's not how I run the program. It's not that strict.
Yes, sir.
Drink.
Yeah, go cocktail. Go cocktail.
A little bit more nerve-wracking heading into the tournament this time around. It's very apparent that we just simply need to play more as a team in an offline environment in order to, I guess, get ready for the NAL specifically. So at first was extremely confident, and then now a little bit less so. But that being said, though, I think if the guys show up motivated, which they've already been speaking as if they want to be improving as a team, be working on chemistry, things like that, then it should be an interesting surprise.
They're born ready.
Is now off the soft destruction. He's on entry, and then Gomez is on the flank. I love this structure. I love this change. Oh,
this is
baby.
Yep.
Am I excited to see this? We got a Rooney. This is the first
I'm unexcited
time.
to see something because
This is the first
I don't think
time
a Rooney is allowed.
Is she not?
Yeah, I don't think she is. Wimpy's already saying, yeah, we'll take the round. This is fun. And yeah, Dream TK is in.
One down, one down.
And freezer, freezer. Try.
Come on, guys, play time there.
Hasn't quite looked through. He hasn't quite pushed. As now Beastly's going to do the opposite. He's in on the breach. He's planting on the bomb site. Benji has some cutoffs here as Gomez is going to swing. Pre-firing away with the AK-70 very passively. They know exactly that he's on white, but that's a beautiful shot coming out of Dream as he rips the head right off the Moroccan's body.
Call timeout.
Gets the refrag. A body shot.
Type it in chat
Trick
next.
developed a flawless site rotation.
I think we should go bar.
Yeah,
Personally.
we should go bar. Okay. Don't
Okay,
pick a Rooney, obviously.
listen, against this team, we just need to kind of let them wait, we need to wait and let them come to us. Like, we are getting the opening pick, like Zach is saying, but we kind of just need to, like, chill after that. Like, I know against, like, other teams, we'd probably be a little bit more, I guess, aggressive in terms of rotations, but it doesn't feel like we need to do that against these guys. We're actually beating them up front. Like, we don't need to take anything more than what we already have, honestly. Alright, guys, let's go.
Yeah, you make the holes, right?
His Dream falling down as now Nyx goes for his double kill. He trades back onto Jolvin as the fellas have surged into sight. It's a trade every which way as Nyx picks up a triple kill. Now will fall at the hands of Beastly, but Benji's right there for the replay.
Dream's been surprisingly shy in the house, I think. I think he's just getting used to meeting everybody in person. Generally, Dream is really good at leading the endgame executes, so I think he could definitely afford to kind of grow his voice a little bit more on the team right now. But I have no doubts that it'll kind of reset whenever we get a little bit more comfortable here.
All for Mirage. A beautiful shot from Dream shuts things on down.
Sir, hatch is open, Dream.
One prep, all the way up.
Onto prep door. A shot will come down from Dream, and it's a
The one that
beautiful
dropped?
one at that. That brings it down to a 2v2.
Planting? Alright, bomb.
Wimpy is now going to try to
I could
go
try and
for
C4, I
the
could try and C4.
plant
I got it.
C4 is going to rain down through. They
Another
don't
one
know
red.
where it's coming through. It's going to go for bomb angle, but they don't know that he's planting.
Ash
over
dead.
by
I don't know where they
K1.
planted.
Nevertheless, Ash is going to be mowed on down. That's hot.
Prep.
It's now in a 2v1. Wimpy
Prep,
has
prep.
tried to pump
By the
some
window, by the
right
window.
here. Throws
Window,
himself
left
back
side.
if he's going to win this. Down to one, goes for the second one, plays the ball off.
Might be
See if
the-
he can now try and readjust his position. It's going to make Windows peak, but no! It's going to be Dream. He goes absolutely nuclear and gets a that separate that bullet hole from the player. Okay, so if you want to, oh my God, Benji, good night. Your face is gone.
There was a little bit of roam presence with Jolvin early on, but it was a fast, much damage, and so did
There's no holes above kitchen. No holes above
Still
kitchen.
thrown K2.
One's thrown out the double door too.
One sink, one K2.
I
Did
can
you get him off that hole?
Yeah.
But Stone, when
Kind
he's
of,
made
hold on.
himself back,
I'm dead all the way.
to train as Jolvin's able to get the first
Flicker.
hit, that one up.
Flicker, single,
Now
yeah.
he goes off the board, and it's now down to
Lucy-
Nyx.
Lucy really hurt above, Lucy dead above.
Shots raining down through, but he just
He's
barely
Zach,
skins
Zach,
it
if you
out
could-
with 25 HP.
Still prone
Vertical
K2.
presence now completely
If he's dead above, I'm
Okay,
pushing.
Jaeger's peeking. Prep from Liquor. Prep from Liquor.
45
Benji, on this
seconds
ping.
left in
Dead
his
K2, dead
anyone's
K2.
game.
Liquor-
The red
Liquor
push is
fighting,
gonna come through.
towards
Dream's
small.
able
I'm
to
gonna drop
get
the back
that.
hatch. One's so
closet, one's so
Gomez
closet.
is he's gonna be
Jaeger dead,
Nice,
double.
Liquor dead.
Presence throughout the rest of the
Look,
round.
might
Benji
show
follows
dish,
it up
might
with
show
another
dish
frag
side,
onto
for sure.
Jolton.
I can drop
It's now
back
a
hatch.
4
Actually,
on
I'm getting
2
spotted,
as the
they know.
plant starts over by K1. He has Lucas getting shot from above. He's not able to, and it's gonna be Mirage taking this map by a score of 8-7. The fellas were so close.
You know, I could have planted there, and you guys killed them before I could plant, and like I think that's an issue. So I want to talk about that. We need a team discussion. We need a team discussion, and that's an issue. You didn't let me plant. That's right.
I'll classify Benji as our X Factor player. I think it's extremely important to have one of those players that can just kind of, I guess, have the liberty to do what they need to do. Maybe I'd even call him a playmaker, I suppose. Yeah, the one player who basically has the freedom to run around the map. I can already trust Benji with that. So, yeah.
He can barely move, but in the meantime, Logan's going to be able to take out Feltwinter. The effects of the lifeline launcher is still being felt as Whitlock and Gunner pick up a couple of kills apiece. But now, as Benji takes out Zeno, that drops the diffuser on the ground with only 14 seconds left to go. Not a whole lot of HP to Benjamin Currency, but doesn't really matter as he swings up and he's actually able to pick up 2. Oh my goodness, Benji! Mirage take a round that they probably shouldn't have off of the heroics that we see come out of the Jaeger.
One thing that I trust Loading with is to just kind of lead the team outside of the game. I think inside he's taking a step back because of the role that he's on flank watch. You don't really have as much leadership inside the game. However, one thing outside the game he does an excellent job at is just kind of being the most responsible, I guess, in the house. He's always cleaning up, doing things like that, which I know doesn't really sound like much inside the game. But I think all of those little things are something that I value highly. Just kind of keeping structure, organization, things like that. I think he does an excellent job in that.
No miss pulls, but no, Loading goes for the swing, and the chutzpah pays off. He'll get the kill onto Gunner.
Yep, and there's another drop as unfortunately Zeno has no clue that Loading is still inside of Laundry, and he's gonna go for 3 before he's eventually cut down by the Ash of Rexavy, but the damage has already been done, and it's frag. 7-2, a dominating victory for Mirage, who looked so clean, so concise with their takes, so cool, calm, and collected. I'm gonna drop every C word under the sun.
The thing is Oregon. I think we are a pretty good team on Oregon. I don't know what their Oregon looks like.
Cafe.
Raps on club for this tournament.
People were saying club, villa, obviously.
I think we're good on all 3 maps.
Yes.
What would you want to play? Matt?
I honestly don't know which ones, so I don't care.
Villa from us two down here.
Villa.
We want to pick Villa?
Villa.
Houghton being available last minute was, I guess, an incredible pickup for us. He's kind of the glue of the team right now. He generally is the second person that I currently trust to doing, kind of taking that creative element and applying it to their gameplay. Heading into the tournament, I suppose one thing that I could look out for Houghton is for him to kind of rub off some of that experience with some of the players. One of the things that I've already mentioned is we're kind of looking for a little bit more of the team to mesh inside of this offline environment. So we're still practicing our fist bumps and stuff, so that's just a good example of, that's one thing that I want Houghton to kind of rub off on the team, is that just pass down that wisdom.
I don't believe bad blood, but I do believe blood nonetheless that will be spilled in this game to show either 2 ways. Either, hey, look, our roster is out fragging outside the box, or B, you made a mistake, look at me rise and shine on Mirage. But we do have map bans available. Guys, I'm throwing it at you right now. DZ first map is going to be picking Oregon. Next up, it's going to be the Villa pick, and that is going to be on Mirage. Cafe is going to be map 3. We have, the game has started, everybody. I want everyone out of their seats right now. I want people to get ready. I want the popcorn.
He's gonna nade pillar.
T1, I'm full white,
Benji Mula.
Shot box.
Playing over by the
Inside for box.
Inside.
Take down NJR.
T1 dead.
Answer though from Dark.
In blue. Dead.
On the floor. It's 3v3.
Oh, side, single.
Down goes
Last one sight, last one sight.
Going off. Benji gets one. Benji Mula's on a
One more sight. On single.
Mint's only got 12 seconds left to push in. Benji with the pistol
Pillar
out. Can he win the fight? He won't. Mint's starting to clutch up. One player left in elbow. He's stuck there though.
Nice. Good shit. Go, boys.
So Nyx, he's definitely been a loose cannon, I guess is the best way to call it. But that's the thing. It's like I knew what I was getting to whenever I was picking up Nyx. He's extremely good at entry. He's really good at maximizing the potential out of his rookies, and so that's something that basically we brought him on for, and we're going to see if that shines through the tournament.
Reeve does get taken out by Mint. There's a quick refrag though from Nyx. Zofia finds a pick of her own, but behind the bomb chassis, Wamai finds his second. 3 versus 3. And the diffuser has been dropped down.
Wait, wait,
Skies finds Benji. Nick's on the triple kill, though. Hot and cold flank. Nick's with a pistol with the revolver. Gets a 4K. What a play by the cousin of Hot and Cold, ex-DZ member, Nyx. Blanco's going down by Mint, though, as not loading finds one. Immediately refragged by Eclipse on a Dream. The defuse plant attempt is going to anchor that we saw. It's now the only anchor left. Gets one back on a note not loading. That was the Nomad hitting the site from the back while so much commotion was going on from the front. These guys will smoke off elbow, but has no idea that Nyx is tucked all the way in the corner. Mirage is going to take their first attack of the round.
Pick that man up before he gets his KD ruined. There we go.
This is exactly what happened when they did the roam. Skies in a 1 versus 5. The single panel wall is actually soft. He'll try and contest elbow with the shotgun. He gets 1 kill, but there's still 4 more to find. There's someone coming to his left.
Flash box hatch and try and drop.
Okay, heard. I can do that. Somebody call 3, 2, 1.
One hall.
Like 4 flashes.
Boys ready?
So
Yeah.
not that big a deal. Hot and Cold will retake into freezer.
Done. Benji's going.
Previously playing.
Hallway and blue.
Hallway dead. Pillar dead.
One blue.
One more pillar. One blue. I think. One blue.
Jar with another. Benji Mula with 2.
I'm gonna
I
plant.
gotta reload. I
I think you just bait plant and then you go for kills. One close tower rotate. Close tower rotate.
Oh, done. You can play. Holding blue.
Skies right over the wall. It's a triple kill for the Soph. Eclipse needs to clutch up a 1 versus 2. It's about to be a post plant. He needs to look over towards the wall, finds the headshot,
20.
and that'll bait Dream off of the plant.
He's like
Both
pipes.
players relatively low, but only 1 bullet will put Eclipse down. Dream comes off the plant and off the back of Benji.
Good fucking shit, man. Good shit. They're fucking mental shot right now, guys.
We're on our map now.
You're fucking nuts, Benji. You're fucking dumb. Woo!
So I'd say right now our roamers, or I guess our offsite players, they're kind of a little bit playmaky right now. Maybe playing a little individually is the way that I would describe it. A lot of solo plays going on. It feels like generally players are trying to win off the backs of themselves as opposed to team. And I feel like that's one of our biggest issues right now heading into this tournament. It wasn't an issue before, so it's kind of interesting that it's coming up now. So going into the tournament, it would be nice if specifically the offsite guys would kind of play a little bit more to the actual end game strategy, the end game, the win condition, as opposed to trying to win offsite, which I've identified as an issue for the team so far. As far as the site players, I think maybe another way that the team could flow a little bit better is if they are kind of supporting via cameras or communication. Right now, it just feels like everything is very, very individual based and not so much team play. But I think that just kind of comes with the move. So that's one thing that I think the team will do better overall today.
Mitch,
all right, let's go.
Let's go, boys.
But how Ash kind of slows things down.
Versus 2, the SMG-11 can't find its mark, and the time runs Tetris. Here comes the push from NJR. Benji Muller ready for it, but misses the rotate.
Wow.
Mint finds it. Excellent clutch from Mint.
It's fine, 5 kills. And now he's dead.
Goes the way of NJR. Nyx finds 1 refrag on the Skies down.
Nice try,
But he's only 1
I didn't hear him coming to memo at all.
Oh, good guess. I should have pushed when I got Ying.
Yeah, I killed the Yang. I was couldn't do it.
No, I will be.
Cafe?
Cafe, yeah. Cafe.
1-1. We are brought to Cafe, and in my honest opinion, a heavy strategic, very team-based map that does include a lot of coordination, a lot of strategy. Who do you have for Cafe, and why?
DZ, easily.
DZ is, like I said, they're solid at every map, but Cafe is one of their maps that are just, that DZ grease starts to show. They start to do a lot of nerdy stuff that I don't know if an expansion team like Mirage is ready for it.
Trapped this castle upstairs. NJR looking for the pick. He does find not loading, and Eclipse does get one on the pretty even now concerning HP, but as I say that, Hot and Cool gets taken out in Sky by Benji Mula. Gonna rotate through the hallway. Wow, what a quick peek from Hyper. Quick Benji everywhere. Look at this. Will he be able to snap onto the Maverick? He does. Backing up inside of Freezer. Play for a crossfire. He'll see the Nomad cross, and there's the ace. NJR, the newest pickup for Cocktail. Benji Mula does find Eclipse. Here's the flank from the Ash, though, is the nade. So many people upstairs. NJR and Eclipse get 2. Dream is now dead. DZ
just get a centralized plan and just like kind of execute off that, because we're not doing that at all right now. There's like 4 different fucking things going on. Yeah.
Nate's just giving me the calls. Let's just listen. Like I'm saying, I was right there. Like
Right there, all I wanted to do was just like clear that Banshee and then clear that shield, and then Matt, you kind of like made like a solo play, and then they kind of went around kind of said,
It wasn't a solo play. I was telling someone to get on the can, but no, listen.
Yeah, instead
No.
of doing other stuff.
I think that's literally all we need right now. We just need one central plan. Let's execute it, and then let's just see how it goes. Right?
Yeah.
Right now we're not doing that.
Somewhere.
A lot of damage across the board from these DZ players, but they're just going to try and make their way into mining. Not aware of the Cade hug in the corner, though. Loading finds 2. The price of just hot and cold. Dream finishing off Skies. Mint is downed. It is just Eclipse, and he dipped out of the building as soon as possible. Rotating up Small Bake. I think it's safe to say this rush was defenders trying to counter this plant out that Mint is going to be going for. Dream able to take out 2, both Eclipse and NJR. Brilliant play by him. Mint will try and move up white with his teammate. Benji Mul on the white stairs goes down, but Hot and Cold finds the trade. It's a 2 versus 3. Make it a 1v3 as time runs out. Mirage. Hot box, that is the freezer. If you want to make any headway. His loading is still there for the crossfire from VIP. All the DZ players taking a little bit of damage, taking some of the whiffs of that gas, but Mint now planting behind the sink. He's safe and sound, but the cover is not adequate. Eclipse goes down, Dream tacks on for another, and not loading. Using the FMG9 position to lock out the round. NJR hunting down this Goyo, but he doesn't check the corner. He literally checked every corner in the room, except where the Goyo was. It's Eclipse in a 1 versus 4. He takes out 1, looks back towards Pixel. He's trying to find the head of the Jaeger. Benji Mula just bobbing and weaving. It's a Goyo shield, so no mag.
My pillars camp's kind of shit.
I'm gonna go white then.
Yo,
He's on the cocktail shield. He's on the cocktail shield.
Guys, listen,
What do you need me to drown?
Guys, clear the fucking comms. I have a sight cam. Nothing's in fucking sight right now. We can probably just cancel.
Do they have a Banshee?
I don't see it. It might be on the right over here, but I don't see anything. I think we just literally zoe this door. We get a guy here. We rotate one guy cocktail window so they can't play this hole. And then we just zoe this door. We plant default here and we just hold.
Okay,
let's
do it.
I'm gonna
Let's
drop.
do it.
You guys ready?
I'm going cocktail.
Okay, let's
Hold
do
on,
it.
I have to get all the way around. I have to go all the way around, bro.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
No, just
sledge the door. Sledge the door. Fuck it. Go.
Okay, I'm gonna stay new balk. I'm gonna stay new balk then.
Go, sledge and go plant. Go in there. Go, sledge and go plant default. Go.
I can't stop this hole.
They don't know. He's pushing you on line.
one laundry, I think.
One laundry.
Bomb down.
Coming up. Brown dead.
Fuck. One horse, one line.
No one's up top. No one's up top. Take up top. No one's up top.
Emo dead.
Emo dead. One
Last
horse on ping. He's sitting on ping and a horse. One horse, one smurf. One horse, one smurf.
Heard. I can try. Do you know if he's drone hull?
No,
Horse dead.
Horse dead.
Last one smurf.
Coming to you. Give a sec.
You're the fucking top. Let me talk. He's smurf. He's going towards reading right now. Sorry, L hall. He's going line right now. Line.
Swinging.
Line. He backed up.
I have a stun. Give me a sec. I have a stun.
Go default plant.
Yeah, I can plant.
I can call. Just don't die, Benji. Don't die.
35.
He's in.
He's line. No, not pushing yet.
Stay out.
I'm getting out.
Swinging. Not swinging. Line. Swinging now.
Let's fucking go.
I didn't know how to wrap it up. Yeah.
Do you have a joke? Wrap it up with a joke.
No, not very funny.
Not very funny. That's the funniest shit I've ever heard. I'm not very funny.
I think I'm quite the character, but gotta just let the cameras roll on me, and eventually you'll see something shine through. So
this is exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I thank you so much, Christian.
No problem. Hope it was good.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
What's your hat? What? What's your loading? It's not loading, but without dying. Yeah.
Pretty sure you're right. Yeah, if you, that's why I didn't change them.
Yo, can everyone come help me out here?